Hey everybody, welcome back. It's stream time again. We are back working on these towers again. We have so many to make. So it's gonna be a minute. Earlier this week we've gotten these 3 done as well as this one here. Today we're gonna go ahead and knock out these 2 and probably get to that one. And then if we still have time, we'll keep working. We've got several more over this way to go. And we're definitely going to work on some of the wall section here and make sure everything has a nice kind of connection to each other. But yeah, these 2 I'm actually thinking about kind of connecting in a different way. Potentially like in like one of these levels, just like having a bridge come across. I'm not sure. We'll see about that at some point in the future. Potentially when I get to the wall sections. Well, actually, yeah, I guess it will be across the top of the wall anyway. So, anywho. We're going to go ahead and get started on this. We've got a lot to knock out, so let's go ahead. I need that block, actually. So let's go ahead and get started on working on these. We're going to need all of these blocks here. We're going here. We're going to need these. We're going to need these one. All right, that'll be enough for now. So let's go ahead and get onto this one. First thing we're going to need to do is cut these corners out on these little end pieces. Get rid of those. We don't need those at all. You know what? Actually, we'll go ahead and put these in place of it because these are supposed to be there instead. Oop. All right, and then we're gonna bring this down. Oop. Didn't really need to go into the dirt there, but that's okay. Not a problem. Knock this one down and bring it on up. All right. We're going to come down here. I'm going to have to adjust things here a bit because this just isn't going to flow with this here. We'll have to move this staircase a little bit. Or potentially just not have the connection between these 2 sections here. So I might move this just a little bit further out this way. We'll work on that adjustment here after we're done with the tower. Okay, then we'll cut this section down. We're just going to work our way around the tower here. Oh, wait, I should have put that andesite wall in. All right, let's go back. Fix that. Okay, andesite wall's going in. Looking good. Whoops. I need to turn my gain back up on my microphone so y'all can actually hear me. There we go. All right, that's better. Fantastic. Okay. Again, we'll rip out this corner here. Whoops. Didn't need to go that far. All right. That's fine. We're going to replace all that stuff anyway. Not a huge deal. Oh, you know what we actually need to check first is that we're at the right height. So this 111 needs to be 24 blocks. So this is not the right height. We need it to be at 120 or 135. Is that correct? Am I mathing correctly? 24. Yeah, 135. Okay, cool. 135. Got it. So we need to keep going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more blocks. That should be 135 now. Nope, that's 134. Now we're at 135. Okay, that's 135. There we go. Oh, I didn't math correctly. Okay, that's fine. Or I didn't count correctly. Anyway. Wow, I'm just skipping stuff this whole okay. Game. There we go. Okay, let's go back down. Get this corner, which I, for some reason, didn't build up. Okay. Good. Fixed. Bring this up. Oop. To that height. There we go. Are these really so vastly different? Oh, I guess because I'm setting that as the base level on that one. Whereas here, I'm actually setting this as my base level, as that's where the entrance is going to be. But is there enough room for a whole floor? No, there's not enough room for a whole floor there. That's why I don't want to do that. Okay, good. Got it. No problem. Solved. Fixed. Let's trim this down. And then build it back up. All the way up. There we go. All right. Break it down. And build it back up. Okay, now we'll come over to this section, break it down. Oops. Didn't mean to break that one. Fix that. Okay, there we go. I think this weekend I'm going to have to modify my desk a little bit because the air piston on my chair has stopped working and I can't replace it right now. But also, I like having my chair at the height that it is when it's all the way down. But my desk surface is like just a few inches too high. So I'm going to have to make like a keyboard tray underneath my desk where I can actually have my mouse and keyboard. And then my desk surface is still a nice height for my sim rig stuff. I don't have like a full-on sim rig. I just use my desk with my wheel and or my joystick. I don't have a HOTAS yet. But I will be looking at getting one at some point in the future. It's definitely something I've wanted for a while, but I just couldn't justify it. However, there's a game that I've been wanting to play that keeps getting updates that I haven't given a go yet, but I may have to try and get into playing it. I'm not going to talk about what it is, but it is a spaceship game. I will say that. It's a starfighter game. And I also want to get back into Elite Dangerous a bit. Play some of that some more. It's been a long time since I played that. The game's pretty fun. Would love to get back into the old Elite Dangerous. I don't remember how far I really got in the progression of that game either. So that could be fun to mess around with. I think that would be definitely a good one for like a weekend stream day, because then I could just sit down and play it for hours and just kind of zone in on what I'm doing. When I get tired of Robocraft, I'll probably look at doing that or doing some Forza again. I used to stream Forza on my YouTube channel back in the day. I say that like it wasn't last year and earlier this year. But anyway, I want to do some Forza streaming again, but my stupid handbrake is having some issues with the connection for the cable, so I'm gonna have to fiddle around with that and get it working again before I do any streaming with that. Bit of a bummer. Like my handbrake, it's a nice one with the, got the nice Hall effect sensor and everything. Pretty solid, but it just has a connection problem, which is really annoying. Keeps disconnecting every time I go to pull it because the wire's like a little bit janky. But luckily for me, the wire is like removable from the board. It's like an exposed board and you can just replace the cable. And if I really need to, I can just replace the connection on the board itself. Have to get out the soldering gun, but hey, no big deal. Been a minute since I've used the soldering iron, but not the end of the world. Not like I'm unfamiliar with it. I've got the tools, I just need to oh, that's the wrong block. I've got the tools, I just need to take the time to do it. But it's not high on my priority list. Or it hasn't been high on my priority list, but that'll be changing. I want to get it working again. Because I miss using it. Did I not? I didn't. Stuff like that, I definitely want to stream racing games again. I want to stream space games. I still want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance at some point on stream. I want to actually do a playthrough of that. But I'm hesitant to do any like long form story games on stream because the viewership on games like that is kind of hit or miss. It really depends on your audience, and I don't have a large audience right now. So it's a little hard to just be like, hey, what would you guys like to see? because there's very few of you right now. It's slowly changing. We're growing. We're getting somewhere. Don't have any crazy expectations, to be fair. It's not like the kind of content I make is ever gonna explode and become viral, but I would like someday to have more people to interact with. That'd be very nice. Always fun to chat with people when you're streaming, but there's not a whole lot of y'all to chat with at the moment, so mostly just me yapping to myself right now. Occasionally we'll have some people pop in. I do appreciate when they do. You know, really like that. If you happen to be watching and you don't normally comment, please do drop some chats in. Say hey. I don't bite. I promise. But I just you know, like to talk to people. It's nice. Nice to get to do that. Part of the reason I do stream is because I like to chat with people. And building alone is fine and all, but when you have people to interact with while you're doing so, it's more fun. That's why we made this a multiplayer server. It's why I stream. It's because of you guys, not because of anything else. It's not like I'm making any money doing this. I just do it for fun because I enjoy it. I want to get my artwork out there, and this is my form of artwork. Doing this kind of stuff. It's not for everybody. I get that. You know, that's fine. I don't have any expectations of grandeur or anything. I just want to enjoy making content like I have been and keep making stuff for y'all to check in on and watch. I hope someday I inspire somebody to do a project like this of their own, or maybe to just improve their own builds, you know? Maybe they see something I do, maybe it's the color choices I make, maybe it's a style or a pattern that I build, and they're like, hey, I kind of like that, I want to try that. Please do. Please do. And if you do, share it. Send me pictures. I would say check out my Discord and send me there, but I don't have that set up yet still for people to do so. We'll get there. I promise it is going to happen. I just haven't done it yet. Mostly because I still need to finish setting up some moderation stuff for that to be fully finished. Which is, you know, that's a whole thing in itself right there. Dealing with all the moderation issues and whatnot. But that's not really a big deal. It's just something that's got to be done. Do I want this door here? Maybe you know, I'm not even going to be able to have this walk. I'm going to have to move this whole thing further out because when the tower structure comes in, it's going to be like blocking all this off. So we're going to have to adjust this whole wall section here. Just going to go ahead and pull it out now so it's out of the way. And then we'll adjust as we work on this section here. And let's see. I guess I don't really need this whole area here like this, but we'll fiddle around with some stuff as we get going. I think I do want to make it an end-on opening since I have the option for that here. We are going to do that. And then over here, we can probably get away with doing it too. I could probably get away with putting one here, and then, whoop. Then we can build a staircase up to here from down here. Maybe expand maybe put like a kind of hovering walkway that comes around so you can get into there easier. Or maybe I move this wall over and then we put it on this end. Decisions. We will make those choices later. Right now, let's get back to work on this. I need that floor block again. I could search for it, but I'm just gonna go grab it. Alright. Oh, you know what else I need is some andesite, but we'll do that later. Not high priority right this moment. Alright. We can go. We'll put this in. Here we go. Alright. We'll come back here and do one of these things. Oops, didn't need to break that one. That's fine. We'll deal with it in a minute. Oop. Come on. Up we go. Okay, there we go. And then Let's clean this up. Let's clean that up. Whoops. Clean that up. Okay. Now we've got our central block. Now we're gonna use these as a scaffold to build our staircase, because we learned that it's easier to put the staircase in before we put in the floors, as we can run up some little side walls to attach the slabs to as we build our way up, making it take way less time. Even though we build the walls and take them down, it's still faster than the other methods of building when you have to make things float. Plus it's kind of methodical and I get into a rhythm, and I like that. This is one of those things where if you are a mod enjoyer, like a build mod enjoyer, then you can probably do this kind of stuff way faster. That's totally fine. You know, you do it how you like. I like to do things manually because, I mean, the biggest reason is I have nerve damage in my hands, and by doing stuff manually, I feel more accomplished, and I'm more proud of what I've done. Because I'm like, hey, look at that. I powered through the pain and the incorrect signals and the lag that is built into my hands just so that I could get something done. And that makes me much happier in the end than if I didn't do it that way. Okay, we're going to start here and then work our way up. And we're just going to place these along here. I like using bricks because they have that clear delineation between the top and bottom of the block. The full brick is always going to be the top in this resource pack, and then the two half bricks will always be the bottom, so that way I can easily tell which section of the block I need to click on as I'm working my way up. You know, if you don't find the need to do that, then use whatever block you want, you know, or don't do it this way at all. Do it a different way. Do it how you like. It's kind of like cooking one of those recipes where they're like seasoned to taste, and you're just like, well, what the hell is taste? Well, it's how you like it. Maybe you want it really salty or really spicy or really mild. Maybe you like a creamy flavor or whatever, you know, you do you. I tend to equate things to cooking terms a lot because I used to work in kitchens, so it's just kind of, it's what I know. I spend a lot of time making food. Very passionate about food, but I don't like to cook for other people these days. Unless it's like friends and family. I don't really like doing it as a job. Customers complain too much. Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. I mean, then why'd you order it? You know? Like, if you want something changed or modified, you gotta say something. Or my all-time favorite, they ask for a modification and then you do that, and then they're still like, no, that's not what I wanted it this way. And it's like, I have multiple forms of record that say that you in fact wanted it done the other way that I have produced for you. You know, but customer's always right. Or whatever. But you know, friends and family, it's different. You know, bad customers will never take away my passion for food, but or for cooking in general, but there are definitely some things that will. But also, like, being from the southern U.S., we like to use food as a communication method, almost, if you will. It's a way for us to show someone that we care about them, or to celebrate something, or to grieve when you need comfort, etc. Food is a great way to express that. You know, of course, all things in moderation. You don't want to be unhealthy about your eating habits, but you know, Food is a fun way to show someone you care about them, or that you're thinking about them, or what have you. Not everybody likes that. That's fair, as well. If that's not your thing, you do you. Like all things in life, as long as you're not hurting anybody, do what you want. That's my thoughts on it. As long as you're not hurting anybody, and if it involves other people, everybody's consenting, well then, hey, you do you. Well, okay, there's definitely some further qualifications that need to be made on that statement, but we're just gonna stop there before we dig a hole. Yeah. Anyway, so this tower that I'm making, based on the other tower designs we've been working on, of course, these fortifications for the city would have been built some time ago, but not too long ago. These would be the more recent things that were done here. The citizens of the city, at one point in time were much different people. The city started out as a fishing village, and then they found resources under the ground that were farmable, if you will. They were easily collectible, and there was a lot of it. So they used that to build the economy in the region. And then they're very proud of their natural resources here, so they like to show them off as much as they possibly can. Sense of pride for the people of Nova Aquilia, the name of a city that we're working on. I don't think I've mentioned that name in quite some time, actually, on stream. But the city is called Nova Aquilia, named after an actual place, the city of Aquilia in Italy. Used to be a Roman port. If I remember correctly, at some point in time in history, it was considered the second Rome, if you will. It was highly respected, and the people there were some interesting people at the time. I could be wrong. I'm no historian. I just have an interest in some things. Oddly enough, I'm not actually building anything from the city of Aquilia in here. We're not using the style of buildings they used, or trying to copy any of the architecture from there, or any other particular buildings. But the name we are using, because I like the name. It's a good name for a city, in my opinion. Now also, in this fantasy world that we've created, the people here they've kind of formed a cult over the last few years. Whispers of horrors that were summoned by the people of the cult, deep within the ground, underneath the city. There's some things that were uncovered as the city continued to expand that drove people mad, pushed them to do things they never would have done before. There was already an unusual practice for handling the dead here in the city, in which the corpses of the deceased are, in some cultures we would consider it being mutilated, but their heads are removed and the skulls are cleaned and placed on display in the homes of the family members to honor those ancestors in a place where they can always be often remembered. The people who live in those homes would pass by these remnants of their ancestors on a regular basis, usually seen in the entryways of the homes, or put on prominent display somewhere in their home, somewhere important to them, which has allowed the cult to have an interesting mix of things to work with here. There's Definitely some necromancy elements involved. If you couldn't tell by the style we're trying to go for here, definitely kind of want some kind of bone situation here. Why does this one look different? I missed a whole section on these, didn't I? Yeah, they're supposed to be 3 staircases high. Look at that. I just didn't even finish this tower last time. We'll fix it. Good thing I caught that just now. I was looking at it going, something's off with that. It didn't hit me last week, I think because I was a little distracted. That's okay. We caught it. We're fixing it. Problem will be solved. There we are. We also didn't put any lights on this tower. Let's fix that too. Definitely need the lights up here. In the corners. Did we only do the corner? We didn't do this one either. Let's fix that. Put these corner lights in. We are using the dimmer lights of the soul lanterns in these. I'm trying to only use the like full brightness lights in certain areas of the city. So like primarily it'll be in the underground sections of this area, which I've been referring to it as a fortress in my VODs, in the titles of my VODs, but really it's like the upper citadel of the city. It's kind of just another portion of the city that has been heavily fortified, as it is the home of the uber rich, the wealthy, the ruling class of the city. Those who are in the council, or the ruler himself. A title has not been decided yet as to what we should call that ruler. So if somebody has an idea, drop a link or drop a comment, down below. Tell me what you think we should name them. There's all kinds of cool stuff that we could do for that for sure. That would be very interesting, I think. But we'll just have to play around with that as we continue to develop this project. There's definitely a lot of unknowns still for a lot of the story, names and locations of things. I think I've mentioned before that I'm basing this on a project I've done in the past, but to continue working on it, we have to change some of the names of the main characters. So we've adjusted the names of the cities, the region in general, and I want to change some titles of people and things like that. One of the things I'm looking at doing still is swapping out the names of the original gods of the world, who at this point in the story are actually but a distant memory, which is why it kind of is okay that we don't have a solid name for them. In the lore of this world, the power of the gods is determined by how many people are worshiping them and with what fervor that they worship. If you're super passionate about your god and your religion, then your god is probably going to get more power out of you than someone who is just kind of so-so about it, etc., etc. And so, as things progressed, the old gods have started to lose their power in favor of a new set of gods. And there are even rumored to be gods who are capable of physically interacting with the plane in a physical form, which previously was incapable by the elder gods. They didn't have that kind of power, but things have changed. There's more people now. There's more development in the world and in technologies and in magics. Because yes, I will be adding a magic system to this world. The full depth of that is still yet to be decided. I mean, we're obviously going to use what Minecraft has as a basis. There's alchemy in Minecraft already, so that's a fun thing that I like to make use of. Brewing is alchemy, let's be real, okay? So that's definitely an option, and definitely will be heavily used because it's easy and accessible without having to do any kind of plugins or mods, and most people already know that kind of stuff, right? And I've mentioned before that I really want to lean heavily into RPG elements. I'm looking at potentially using some either plugins or mods to allow people to have, you know, maybe some magic wand-like items or something like that. Find some way to make things more interesting. Oh, and of course there's enchanting in the game too. Enchanting, I mean, that's clearly magic. Duh. You know, we've got the books. The scribes are going to be very important, those who write the books, which I guess in this case will mostly be villagers. But hey, you know, the players will have made use of the local populations who are far more in tune with that to make use of their skills in exchange for something that they desire. A trade, as all good people do. Alright. So there's going to be the main interior structure should now be done. Oh, I need to finish doing the lighting in here, because we did this level, but we didn't do the other ones. Inside these towers, I am putting a lot of lights. Yes, they're still not going to add a ton of light level, but I just want to have that slightly more bright situation here. This would actually be a good time to be using like the copper bulb blocks in a specific oxidation level so that I can get exactly the right light level I want. But I really don't mind the light level of the soul lanterns. I think that's a good medium ground. I mean, obviously things look a bit dark if you have your brightness turned way down. But most people that I know tend to play with like an excessive amount of brightness. Almost everyone that I play with normally has that shit cranked all the time. I think I'm the one exception. I almost always have it at one of the lower levels because I don't like things super bright. In fact, I think right now it's set to default. And then with the internal shader for Optifine, which I'm using because I don't use other mods, makes Optifine an optimal choice for me. It does the things I need and it works. Anywho, I think that this is coming along quite nicely. It's looking good so far. Let's start getting windows in now. The arrow slits, I guess we'll call them. That is a more accurate name, after all, for what they really are. That one's got a wall. Can't use it there. All right. Let's do these. We'll start on this level. Okay. And then we're going to... Now we got to go this way. Oop, this way with them. Hello. Thank you. Okay. And we'll come around here. This one's probably going to get torn out at some point anyway. So I'm not super concerned about that. Come around here. Get that one done. Boom. Okay. Now we're back up. We got to go the other direction. Boom. Coming around here. I also know that at least one other person on the project also has a cult to another god in their section. So there likely will be a bit of a power struggle involved at some point between the two and their gods. But we'll just have to see how that plays out. There's still a lot of unknowns with the background. And with just with where we want to take this. I'm really trying to wait on a lot of the stuff until we can get some more audience interaction and more like just more people's opinions, because I want this to be kind of more of like a communal project. Like, yeah, I'm the one building stuff primarily in this area, but I want other people, even those who don't actually log in and build on the server, to feel like they are contributing in some way. Whether that's just with excuse me. Whether that's just with voting on polls about names for things or places, or deciding on style choices for things that we work on, or what have you. I want people to feel like they're a part of this project, because it's not about me. it's not about that. It's about community and bringing people together to make something that we all enjoy. And my goal is to make something that people want to be a part of, that people feel they have some influence over. Because I think that can really improve the entertainment value you would get out of something like this as well. You know, of course, if you're just here because you want to learn more about building, you know, please welcome. You know, I appreciate that. I don't claim to be any expert, but I do have over a decade of building experience in this game. I do things my own way, and it's not always perfect or good, but, you know, maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll take something out of it that you go, hey, I actually like this or that so-and-so did here or there. And I really do hope that's the case. I want people to really enjoy coming here and watching what we work on and just kind of being a part of the whole project in whatever way you feel is appropriate for you. Currently, we're not an open to the public server. It's currently set up on a Realm server as we continue to develop the project. That way we can keep a nice tight control on it and an easy environment to work with. But the end goal is to, in fact, make this a multiplayer survival server once we have these cities built up. We're not building them in survival because it would take way too long. It just simply put, it's just too time consuming, and we don't have that kind of time to do that. As much as we might want to, we have lives to live outside of these projects and our building time. And most of us are adults. Actually, no, all of us are adults. I don't know why I said most of us. We're all adults. Everyone working on the project. We've all got lives to lead. We have jobs and families to take care of and things. So we can't put all of our time into it. But we definitely want to put in as much time as we possibly can, because that's what makes it more enjoyable for us and for you. And that's the important part. For me, it's not just a form of expressing my artistic creativity. It's also a way to inspire others, and it's also just fun in general. I just like building stuff. I don't know. I just want to enjoy doing that, and I want people to be entertained. I want to make somebody happy. You know, that's why I try to keep the relaxing music and stuff going on the streams and everything. I do like having just kind of chill vibes going. Big fan of the lo-fi music and the, try not to be all, I'm not one of those people who's like yelling and super hype all the time. It's just not my vibe, right? Nothing against those people. We need people like that out there too, especially in the content creation space. There's room for everybody. It's just not how I like to do things. That's all. But yeah, I want this to be coming back around to making this a server thing. I really want this to be a project that other people, once we make it a survival server, can come in and add their influence in a way. The idea is that you'd be able to come in and join one of our existing cities, or if you had the interest in doing so, you could potentially create your own. There will be a rule set as to how, where, and what you can do, but it's going to be fairly flexible, right? We want to encourage people to be interactive with everything and actually like building and stuff, so it is going to be very much encouraging that as much as we possibly can. But yeah, we like to build. We want to share our creations with other people. We want to entertain and make people happy. And we want to give you a place where you feel like you are a part of something. You, the audience. Yeah, you. That's right, I'm talking about you. Hey there. Welcome. Join us. Be a part of something bigger than you. I hope that someday this project can continue without my influence and input. I want it to get to a point where people feel like they really are a part of something that they made and that they had a part in. So the goal is to get it to that point. But we've got a lot of work to do yet before we're there. I really love role-playing games and creating stories. That's the main reason I wanted to do this originally. How many years ago now? Like 7, 8 years ago, I first got the idea for this project. And then I've made it in various iterative forms over the years. Some of which can no longer be touched by me. Because that's what happens when you get a project to grow in a way that is not conducive to creativity, I guess. Basically, I made the wrong move and allowed people that I shouldn't have allowed to take control over parts of the project, and lost a lot of, well, not only time and energy into what I had been creating, but also I lost a lot of friends along the way, which is kind of a bummer. There were people I was really building genuine connections with that I was hoping I'd be able to, I wanted to be around them. Wanted them to be a part of my life in some way. As a friend, as a co-creative person, and things didn't quite work out. And that's just how life goes sometimes. You just gotta get back up and keep doing it. So we've rewritten, we've reconfigured, and we're creating the story in a way that it never would have had a chance to be before. Truthfully, it could have never been this in any of the situations in which I found myself before. This is probably the best version of this project it could ever possibly be, under my creative control anyway. Making use of my favorite sandbox to build something that I enjoy. It's definitely going to be the biggest factor in the longevity of this project. Truthfully, I would like to actually make it a tabletop game at some point as well again. It would probably have to be its own rule set and not be like I wouldn't be able to make it as a module or campaign setting for another rule set. I would want to make my own rule set for that. But that's not that hard. I've done it before. It's just time consuming. But that's something I don't, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, why don't you contact this or that company to help you with that kind of stuff? Nope. No, we're not doing that. I'm not that kind of person. I want it to be under my control fully because I have, as I just stated, lost control over my own projects in the past, and I don't want that to happen again. It hurts to lose something that you spent so much time on and you really were passionate about to something that you could have prevented because you did something stupid. And you just didn't do things the right way. That's what happened. But we're going to fix that with this project, by doing it this way. I have full creative control again. I can tell people, no, I don't like that. We're not going to do that, etc. Because I have the right to do that now. At no point in the previous versions of this project was I ever the full top level admin who actually got to say, no, I don't want that. I want this. And I'm very happy that for once I actually do get to have that level of control. Because then it really feels like it's actually my project in a way. And again, I do want this to be a communal project, but it was my brainchild. It came out of my head. So I want to maintain some level of control over it. But there are definitely parts that I want to be uncontrolled too. I like when people come in and want to build their own city and write their own story for that. You know, so that they can feel like they're really contributing in a way that they enjoy. That's big for me. I know it is for other people too. And again, I want people to feel like they can come in and do that they have a place where they can create their story within our world. They will still have to fit within the appropriate lore and everything, but you know, they can write their own stories. They can create their own setting in a way. Expansion to the setting, I should say. My hope is that people do want to come in and make that a reality. I just realized I did all of these wrong. Because I should have used the lowest side to be the one that I build off of initially. And I didn't do that. This is the lowest side. So now I have to redo all of these that I just did. That's alright. It's not the end of the world. Just gives me more time to practice that pattern. See, everything can be a learning situation. You just have to think of it as such. Actually, this is going to have to stay, though. The doorway does have to stay here. Because that's just how they work. Oh, man, I keep doing that. Keep getting rid of the things I actually need instead of getting rid of the stuff I don't. Alright, there we go. I am also really excited to see what the people who are already a part of this project are planning for their little areas. There are quite a few going in now. We've got, let's see, myself. We've got, hang on, let me count. Hang on. We're currently up to 5 people who are working on the project now, which is good. Some of them have postponed their ability to be involved due to prior engagements, but they will be contributing in their own ways when they have the means to do so. And by that I mean the time. Because like I said, we are all adults with our own lives to lead, and that can be very time consuming. We got families to take care of and other people to think about besides just ourselves. Gonna build this out a little bit more here. I know I did this a little bit last week. Just gonna, or not last week, last time we built. Just gonna add a little more there. That way we can stop right there on that. Okay, so that puts us at, what is this height level? 111. Is that even? Alright, this is 111, so I can't even, cool, I don't even have to do anything right there except, what, this? That's good. Okay, we'll do that here. For 112, I have to do one block here, just one little, done. Okay, and then we've got, this section needs to be done up. Okay, so we've got Is it above the doorway directly? Yeah, right below the window. That'd be right below the window. Okay, good. We're just gonna do that for this one. We're gonna have to adjust this tunnel here. It's okay, we can just do that. Problem solved. Then we need to, like, this whole section doesn't even need to be here, so we can just, whoops, look at that. Oh no, a wall was built. Whatever shall I do? Well, I guess I should probably close this side up too, just for visuals. We'll, see, is there, yeah, there's like a walkway here. I have an idea for this space. We'll make use of the void here, this void space, for something. Well, you'll see later. Not later today, but later as we develop this area. We're going to be working on this upper citadel section of the fortress for a considerable amount of time. A lot to build out here. Oh. Okay, that's looking good. Looking good from this side. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Okay. It's kind of looking a little bit strange almost. But that is correctly done up. Excuse me. Whew. Oh, you know what? I missed this corner. I was like, something's missing here. I figured it out. I missed that corner there. I'm gonna build up a little bit of terrain here. Gonna kind of just a little bit here. Just like that. Okay, yeah, we missed this corner. We skipped that. Let's put the corner block in. So it's 2 up, and then it's there and there. It comes down. Then we've got, let's see. Where do I have a full one? Oh wait, I'm looking at a picture. I'm dumb. Okay. So it's at that block, and then we have the black stone, and then that, and then just do that, like that. Okay. Gotta kind of make that a bit impassable in a way. Also gonna clean up this a little bit. We're gonna just add some hillside here, because we're not gonna be building out in this space. And I just want this to look a little cleaner here. Kind of add a little more dimension to that section. Alright, that looks good. And then, does this actually go anywhere useful? Nope, it just comes down here. Okay. Oh, actually, that could be kind of useful. Because then we could connect everything up. These don't really get. This one just loops around to here. This is all just a big loop through there. And then on this side, this one just loops around to there, if I remember correctly. So we could kind of use that height to our advantage. I don't know. I'm going to leave this open. Just because while I don't have any ideas for it right now, I can think of some things that we could do with that. Once we get down to working on this section here, we can kind of figure out if we want to do anything or not, because there's a lot of potential there with that kind of space. So we'll work on that later. Okay, so that tower's done. That tower's done. Sweet. We missed something here too, didn't we? We didn't do the thing on this one again. Yeah, we messed up the crown of the tower. Look at that, because that one's done right. That one's now done right, but we didn't do this one right when we were building the other day. All right, good thing I caught that. Let's fix these. I really could get away with having them as the shorter spiky bits, but I want that visual effect of the really tall ones. Like almost absurdly tall. Like why would you even make them that tall? I don't remember if I mentioned before, but the original one that we built, which is a copy of this one, it's actually down there. That one is inspired by the Jagged Crown from Skyrim. I wanted to make a tower that was kind of reminiscent of that, but without using bone blocks. What up, homie? Welcome back. Just saw your message. Sorry if you posted that earlier and I just wasn't paying attention. Just been kind of zoned in over here. Welcome. Been really zoning in on stuff today. It's kind of how my brain is flowing. But hey, we're getting everything built up, and that's the good part. Okay, let's see. What's the lowest section of this tower? That'd be here. Alright, this is the lowest point. 109. So we need to add 24 to that. And my brain is bad at math, so calculator time. 109 plus 24 is going to be 133. We're only a few blocks off. Sweet. Oh, very good. Very, very good. I'm also very happy. I finally got the damn Streamlabs controller app to work properly on my phone again. It has just not been working right for like a month. It feels like it just wouldn't connect to my computer. It's like, oh, make sure you're connected to the network. Like, I'm looking at it. I can see it's open. My network, they're both connected to the same network. What are we doing here? I'm so glad. I can read the text chat now. I can actually use my controller app. Everything is much better now. Things are looking up for old Bird here. I still don't really know what the problem was, but I like basically went into Streamlabs and toggled on and off the yes, I can use the controller, and it finally was like, oh yeah, I'll connect. But I still had to refresh it like 15 times, and then it finally went. I think I might just have an issue with my network, honestly, is most likely the problem. Which I would be 0% surprised about, because I have like a shitty ISP, so of course I'm going to have problems with my network. It's just how it goes. This is America. We can't have nice things. You're going to pay a whole bunch of money just to get reamed. Right on out. Oh, of course, just as I was saying something, there goes the connection to the app. Because there goes my Wi-Fi. Sick. Love it. Make sure Streamlabs desktop is open. I'm looking at it. We're live. It's going. It's definitely there. Oh, how many times am I going to refresh this time? What do we got? Hey, oh, it refreshed and showed the thing and then went, nah. Nope, you don't get to do that. Streamlabs. What are you doing? Hey, there it goes. All right. Definitely my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is bad. Wi-Fi bad, ISP bad. At least it finally came back. Right. I need to just get a Stream Deck and then call it a day. And then it'll just be hardwired and I won't have to worry about this anymore. But, yeah. They're kind of expensive, honestly. Like, that's the reason I don't have one right now. Is because I saw the price and was like, I mean, I need that, but, like, I don't need that. You know? That's a later activity. I definitely need a Stream Deck, though. Pretty bad. We're getting to the point where I need that now. When I first started, I couldn't justify it. So I didn't get one. And I regret it because now they're like, I don't have the money to buy one. But back then I did. So like, if I had just got one, even though I didn't need it, it would have been a lot better off. But that's how it goes, you know. At least I got this good microphone, which is nice, you know, and I got a webcam that I don't use. At least not for Minecraft, because, like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of dumb to just sit there watching me sit here in a chair and build. Like, it's not like I'm doing anything super crazy that like I need people to see my facial reactions or anything. Like I'm just kind of just building stuff and chatting. But when I play other games, I'll probably actually use that, put it back on and make use of it. Especially when I'm doing horror games. Yeah, I'll probably do it when I'm doing like, I was talking earlier how I want to get back into like Starfighter Sims and stuff, and like Elite Dangerous, and there's another one that I've been looking at playing that I'm not going to mention yet because I don't know if I can even get into play it. But I don't even have the appropriate equipment for that really. I just have an old joystick and a mouse and keyboard and a controller. And then I got a wheel, like I got a whole wheel set up for sim racing, but it's not like a crazy fancy one or anything. It's just I think it's Logitech one. Yeah, it's the Logitech. Whatever the Xbox one is, I can't remember, but it's the Xbox Logitech wheel. And then I've got the Logitech shifter kit, but I have it modified so that it works like a sequential. And then I have a handbrake, which is from another company, but I was talking about I gotta replace the connection on the cable for that one. Luckily it's an exposed board, so I can just pull the cable out. It's like an exposed board with a connector and then like a separate cable that plugs and unplugs from the board, so I can just replace that if that's the problem, or if not might have to solder a new connector on, but not the end of the world. But yeah, we got a lot going on. I'm definitely excited about Robocraft streaming tomorrow. That's going to be good. We're up into Tier 7 now. Really making some big moves over there in Tier 7. Pushing it heavy. Rapidly expanding. I will say there's like two major walls when you're leveling in Robocraft. You got like Tier 3, which just sucks to get through, and then like Tier 5, or not Tier 5, Tier 7 is like the next one, where it's just like you hit this wall where the cost of the things that you need to upgrade becomes really ridiculous. But that's okay. I've been grinding it out throughout the week, trying to get resources and stuff so that we can not have to spend so much time just sitting in the same tiers like I did I think I did Tier 3 like 3 weeks in a row before I finally got out of it. To be fair though, that was partially my fault for building a terrible bot. Once we got a good hover bot, things really ramped up in how fast I could level. But I've also played for 50 hours now, which isn't like a lot, but it's more than I expected to play on just the playtest. I figured I'd be a little bit further along by this point in that, but that's all right. I mean, I guess 50 hours really isn't that big a deal. That's not that much. I honestly wish I could see how many hours in total I've played Minecraft, but I know it's not possible because so much of that time is spent like on various different computers, or like wasn't even on my account, or stuff like that. So there's just no way. And I've played a bit of Bedrock as well. There's just kind of no way to really track exactly how much time I've spent playing. But I'm fairly certain we're reaching the 5 digits category. Probably well over the 5-digit category, actually. I mean, I've been playing this game for 12 years now. I think this game is the one I've played the longest in my gaming history. Tied with, or like, if not, then it's tied with Diablo 2 and PlanetSide 2, which I played way too much for both of them. I know I have well over 10,000 hours on Diablo 2, because I used to track that. but I don't anymore. I don't play that anymore. I do have the remaster, but I haven't even gotten out of Act 1 in the remaster. I got it and I started playing and then just kind of was like, man, this game is great, but I just kind of burnt out on it, I guess. And even after waiting for years for the remaster, I still was kind of just like, meh. And it's not the remaster's fault. It was fine. It was exactly what I was hoping it would be. Just an up-resed version of Diablo 2 with everything still feeling the same. I know the balance isn't the same, but that's okay. I'm just happy the gameplay is good and the same as it used to be. That was really the biggest thing for me. So I wanted to make sure the gameplay still felt familiar. Okay. And this is going to be the bottom floor. It sure is. Got it. So let's go ahead and just make this the height of the floor. Oops. Yep, that'll be perfect. We're going to be one block off if we do that, actually, because of the way that I did this. So let's go ahead and get the flooring blocks in, so that way we can kind of get that adjusted. Oh, the man G. What the man G would. Okay. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I was right. One block off. Okay. That's not a big deal. I knew it was going to be because of the way I calculated things. Oop, not there. There we go. Okay. Oh, I still need to do up this corner too with these. Didn't do that yet. Alright, getting this in. Oop. Nope, come on. There we go. No, stop. Stop. Okay. Good. Oh. Okay, good. Looking good. There we go. Good shit. Okay, let's get the floors finished. Get back onto the inside here. Obviously, we can't do all the floors. We're only going to do this top one. Then we're going to put in our little scaffolding again. Not the scaffolding blocks, but what we use to build our inner staircase. And we'll build up that central tower, the main shaft here, going up. This is going to contain our stairs, of course, as it has done and all the others. And again, this is just temporary. You know, if you're just joining us, this is just kind of to place our blocks on as we build up. Then we'll go ahead and remove everything. I'm sorry if I'm making people dizzy. I'm just really trying to kind of lay this out in a quick way, and this is the fastest way for me to do it. But even I'm getting a little bit motion sick from the rapid motions back and forth like that. Okay. That's the door. Got it. Oh, actually, let me just go ahead and make this the final block already. Oops, don't need to break that block, but it's too late. We've already done so. Welcome back, welcome back. Run that up to the top. Wait, whoop. That's not what I wanted. I do want to go back to the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. And now I need the mangrove slabs again. We don't need that right now. And then up to the left, and then we're going to work our way around. As we do, get our stairs put in. Just building a staircase, spiraling on up. Oh, for the love of God. Jesus, there we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't put in the lights in the staircase last time on the last one either. I'll have to fix that. Let's go do that right now before I get distracted and forget about it. Start at the top and work our way down. It's way easier that way. Making a list of things to edit in the mod pack you're making. Nice. Hell yeah. It's gonna be good. That corner off. Give me that back. Okay. Cool. Cool. Grab some water. I gotta hydrate or dehydrate. Okay. Whoop. Back over to this tower. Actually, we're going to go all the way up to the top because we're going to put in the lights in the staircase first. It'll be easier to do when I can just go instead of having to worry about all this trapdoors. I can just look at the stone brick and then it'll put it where I want it. Faster. Okay, and that's going to be broken. Okay, and then we'll go, this is again faster to go up to the top by flying. Okay, and we're going to start breaking this all back down. Oops. Oh, let me just ruin the thing that I just spent all that time doing. Good job, me. Okay. Here we go. I don't want to break outside. I just want to break inside. We don't need the inside bit. The one I placed accidentally. Got it. Oh, I didn't do the bottom floor either. Okay, we still got some work to do. It's not a big deal. I'm getting faster at knocking these out now. You know, I will say that. Kind of developing a system. It still takes me about an hour though to make each one because there's just so much little fiddly stuff. This is one of the few things where, like, you know, the people with World Edit would be done faster than me, but, you know, it wouldn't have the same character because it wouldn't fit into the hillside the same. Now, you could always, you know, edit the terrain and everything so that it does. And do some terraforming. That's not impossible, obviously. But, yeah. I just, be done in like half-hour tops. Yeah, exactly. And once you built one, you could just copy paste them all, and then you'd be so much faster. Like you'd have been done with all of these a long time ago. But that's not how I like to do things, so we're doing it the hard way. Like I was saying earlier, it's a bit of a point of pride for me when I actually get something done with my hands, with how much effort or how much issues I have with them. So it's kind of the manual thing makes it far more enjoyable for me as the creator. Okay, our floor's done. Alright, let's get these floors in. Oops. World Edit definitely makes things faster, or any other mod like that for that matter. Definitely makes this kind of stuff faster, but just not the same level of satisfaction for me. If you want to use World Edit, go ahead. That's you. You do you. Or if you want to use any of the other mods that assist in building, again, you do you. It's just not my thing. Gonna keep chugging along over here, building my way. Does that mean it'll take me longer to finish this project? Yes, it does. Is it still faster than survival? You're damn right it is. This was never going to get done in survival, even though that was how we originally started. It's just never going to get done. Far better as a creative project. We have a lot more time to work on stuff. The problem with doing it as in survival is resource collection. Yeah, exactly. It's the material collection is like 3 to 4 times the amount of time that building stuff is. And I would need an actual army of people to help me collect stuff because it would just take too much time. I'd basically be spending all of my free time not streaming, like when I'm not streaming, to be collecting materials so that I could build on stream. That would be, or I'd have it like automated. Exactly. You got to smelt everything. You got to do all the crafting of it. You got to get out your little stone cutter and start cutting everything. And then you wind up with like, why do I have 17 staircases over here in this one block or in this one chest randomly? And then I'd have to build a storage warehouse to put all my shit in. I mean, I guess I could just use one of the warehouses that we built already, but still, it's like, man, having all that would make it so much more frustrating. Doing it this way, it doesn't feel quite as lived in, I'll say, necessarily. But that's something that, like, I don't feel is necessary either. If that makes sense. At least not for this, because it is... Okay, the idea with the city is that it is like most of the surface parts of the city, aside from the main fortress and a few other scattered areas, are going to be kind of largely abandoned in favor of moving underground. But it hasn't happened long enough ago that things are in ruin yet. It's like just starting to get that point. So like things are overgrown, but things aren't breaking down yet, if that makes sense. And there's still going to be like some locations where people actually do things, because I mean there is still surface world activity required for trade and other things like that. But due to the cult that is involved with the lore of the city, there's things are happening that are making it making a lot of the people who used to live on the surface no longer do so. So there's going to be like whole neighborhoods that are just kind of empty. And it'll make sense. story-wise. But also, like, as we progress the story in its survival format, people would be able to move into those neighborhoods and clean them up and reclaim them, you know? Make adjustments to things, make it feel lived in. It's partially why I'm kind of just building like a framework for a lot of the stuff and then coming back later and filling stuff in. Because that was my main goal, was to make it that kind of situation. Recently abandoned and ripe for the taking. Then of course, you know, if somebody wanted to, they could go build their own little survival city or whatever, if that was their vibe. But it would have to, you know, like I said earlier, it would have to fit within the confines of the lore or the, you know, what have you. Obviously they can write their own story for their area, but if they want to build in someone else's region or whatever, like, you know. Great example is this city that I'm building. It's the capital city, but it's also like the major structure in the. Well, I messed this up, didn't I? I sure did. It's supposed to be right there, empty. Okay. It's like the capital city, but it's like not the whole territory of the capital city is actually developed. If that makes sense. Like there's like the capital city, and then there's like the greater metropolitan area, and like its full region that it controls. And then outside of that, there's other people's regions where they're developing their own series of cities and things like that, scattered across their regions. It's more of a regional situation than it is a like. Yeah. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So the idea is that this city here would be just one part of the stuff. I mean, one of the other guys in the project is building a fort, a fortified city built within the Nova Aquilia greater metropolitan area. So it's associated with this city, but it's like technically its own entity as well, run by the military faction of the area, to be just another base for activities. And he's got some story about it that I haven't been fully briefed on. I keep doing that. I keep forgetting to put the doorway in. But anyway, so there's some story that I don't know the full details of yet, which is fine. You know, that we're kind of developing stuff in stages here. Like we have a general idea for, at least I have a general idea for what I'm going to refer to as Season 1 of the server. Kind of the opening beats of how we run things. And then my goal is to make it to a point where people who play here will kind of warp and modify that as they complete the goals that are intended within that season, if you will. Then they'll be able to kind of influence as the season wraps up. We'll be able to kind of set up for a second season of content, with the main goal being that each one of those seasons, in quotes, will kind of focus on a different region developed by someone else. So like this one that I'm working on would be Season 1, if you will, and then you know, I think Season 2 is actually going to be the the fort to the north of this place, if I remember correctly. And then from there, we have a lot of decisions to make still. So there's that. Did I do the thing again and not leave the doorway open? I did. Fuck's sake. I'm really having trouble with that today. Distracting myself. In a good way, though. It's okay. It's getting a little chilly in here. So when I get up to take my stretch break in a second, I'm going to throw a coat on. Well, not a coat. I'm just going to put on a little sweater, light jacket situation. I normally wear one when I'm streaming, but I just forgot to put it on today. A little bit cool in my room. I keep it cool in my room in the wintertime, or in the fall/wintertime, and it's not technically wintertime, but it's as close as we're going to get to wintertime here in Texas right now. We only get our true winter for like a week in February, and that's about it. So like, I keep it cooler in my room during that time period, as it's generally cooler outside, and I don't want to waste a whole bunch of energy heating this space up when I want it to be cooler anyway. The only concern I have about, like, pushing that too far is that my aquariums, but I know I'm not pushing it to a point where, like, it's unsafe for my fish, or where it's going to negatively affect their health or anything. Which is definitely a concern, though. Okay, I already did that one. Good. Okay. I'm going to take the express route outside. Okay. Why do I have so much junk in my inventory? You go away. Actually, I did want the saddle. Whoops, too bad. Saddle's gone now. Keeping the barrier block, though. I don't need a purple block. Why is that in my inventory? Why are you here? Why is there just a dirt? What? Why is there just a fence? Why are these blocks in my inventory? I don't understand. Alright. Clean up my inventory. Start fresh. Okay. I need this block. I need that block. I need that one. 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 Okay. So now we're to the outside. Alright. First, let's do the roof here. So that way this is done and out of the way and not going to be messed up in any way. Oops. And that goes there. Goes there. And then there. And then none. Because that's the opening. Got it. I'll drop these on. Boom. Da-da-da. Oop. Da-da-da. Okay, and then we do this. We put that there and that there. And we do this one, and then we go there and there, and then we go, hey, look at you. Okay, and then we put the lightning rod on, and then the lightning rod. Okay, cool. Why am I getting so many notifications right now? Alright. Alright. We're about halfway through the stream time right now. I'm going to take a short break. Just a couple minutes. Get up, stretch, get some water, throw on a sweater, and I'll be right back. We will be right back. One moment. All right. All right. We're back. We're back. Got a little sweater on. Got some water. Moved around a little bit. Refocused my eyes. Back to finish this little tower bit. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Now we're on the exterior section. Let's go inside first. Start setting up these windows. We're going to do this way for these. It doesn't really matter which way we do first, as long as we keep it consistent. Actually, we're just not even going to put one here. Doesn't make sense for it to be there. Okay. So those are all facing that way, so we're going to go this way on this tower. Important part is that we've been alternating them from floor to floor. As long as we continue doing that, everything's good. Excuse me. Whew. Okay. And then we go up a floor. And then we're here. We do that. Then we go over here. And we got this one. Boom. Alright. Up to the next level. And we're back to this way. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. For the welcome back. Thank you. Okay, and we're up. And then we're this way. And then we're at the top. Okay, good. Can't go out that way. That's right. All right, good. Now I have those as markers to build off of. So we're just going to come straight across to here. We're going to go do that. And we got there. Okay. And then we got 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay, and the stairs, because then it's stairs. No, that way. Thank you. Stairs. Stair. Okay. Then we've got. Oh wait, this one's missing. It's stair. Whoop. Stair. No, stair. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna throw these on. Okay, and that's here on this, but here on this. And here, and here, and here, and here, and there. Here we go. Sure, those are all the same. They sure are. That's great. Oops. So then this is gonna be this way. We need to put on the full block, and then put on the slab or the stair. Full block stair, stair. Thank you. Full block stair. There we go. Block, 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 block. No, I really want to. There we go. Block, 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 block. Okay. 1-star review. Too many stairs. Too many stairs. How could you? All right. And then let's see. Is it one more block on top of that? No. Okay, we need to come out over here. Now it's time to put these ones on. Needs an elevator. Sure does. Honestly, I thought about doing elevators, like water elevators, but the reason I didn't go with them is just because of the amount of space they take up to make them like the way I wanted anyway. And I couldn't find a solution that I was happy with, so. Because I did think about that. I messed around with it a little bit off stream just to see, but I just wasn't happy. I could probably make it work with like a piston elevator or something, but I just wasn't feeling that, so I didn't do it. Wait, hang on. Did I mess something up here? I feel like I did. No, those are right. I just... Oh, it's because I didn't do the internal parts. That's why. Okay. I didn't mess something up. I just didn't finish it before moving on to the next part. Got it. There we go. Now it's okay. That's right. No, please. Thank you. There we go. I am excited to stream Robocraft tomorrow. Doing a piston elevator would be a terrible idea, especially for server. Yeah, that's why I wasn't going to do pistons at all for this anyway. But I did want to do a water elevator. That would have been nice if I could get that to work, but it just wasn't coming together how I wanted it. It's just how it goes sometimes. Just gotta roll with it. Ain't no thing. Yeah, Robocraft is gonna be good. I'm at tier 7 now. Solidly into tier 7. Been working this week trying to grind out some materials and stuff, so it won't take so long. But honestly, like, I hit that wall again that you hit once you get to tier 7. Having server issues this morning. I was having server issues earlier this week too, so it's not just not isolated to today. I tried to play last night and my game crashed. Like, just straight up game crashed. So I was like, well, I guess I won't play this then. Just how it goes. Sometimes it'd be like that. Okay. All right. Let's go back up here. I guess I don't need these now. I do want this one still. I need to finish this. I didn't finish the top here. Made a bot specifically for dailies. Nice. Hell yeah. I've honestly just been kind of cruising along. I worked some more on my little plasma wheel bot, which sucks, but that's okay. Every movement part on it. Every movement part, every weapon. Or do you just swap out the weapon when you need to swap weapons? Or when you need a different weapon? Oh, okay, you can only have 3 different weapons equipped. That makes sense. I didn't even think about that, because I haven't tried to do so. You'd have to do some swapping. Yeah, that's fair. Understandable. Okay. Now, how are we doing this? It's the same as over there. So yeah, so we got that. That block's gonna have to go because it's gonna be that. We got that. Come down like that. Gonna build up this hillside a little bit more. This is where we were working earlier doing this. Just gonna kind of hide stuff here like this. Nope, I definitely did that. Thank you. Okay. Laxton Mall. Yeah, that'll work. Just like that, it'll be fine. We can just call it right there on that. That'll work. Alright. There's that. So then over here, it's literally just going to be stair. Done. That's it. Got it. Nothing on this side. Nah, we're gonna build a little thing here. Okay. And then it's like that. We're gonna have to adjust this wall. I knew we would. Go ahead and knock that out. Let's bring it out here. Then we'll come along like this here. Give us just enough room to get things jammed in here. Tier 9 bots, you're getting all the good rewards. Oh yeah, that's the benefit right there. I'm still a T7, but I should be T8 probably within the week if I can get if the game will cooperate with me tomorrow, and if I can get some more grinding done tonight, I should be tier 8 this weekend. But I have a bunch of other things I need to take care of, so I won't be able to do that as much as I would like to. But it'll be soon enough that I'll be tier 8. Tier 9 is going to be the annoying jump, though. That's really where I'm going to run into trouble, I think. It's fine, to be honest. Yeah. Tier 10 isn't really worth it. That's fair. I mean, I'm probably going to make a tier 10 bot anyway, but yeah. Whoop. I feel that on the it's not really worth it thing. Okay, I've given us a little bit more space here so we can actually enter this tower behind the wall nice and safely. I don't like the way that flows, but that is in the right spot, so we're just gonna leave it alone and not complain about it, even if I want to. Okay, is that correct? Yes, got it. Okay, let's pull up that picture again of the corner so I don't have to keep flying over doing the weird thing. Okay. Oh my god, why am I yawning so bad? Good lord. Everything's so expensive resource-wise? Yeah, dude, that's what I figured it would be. Honestly, like, gotta hit this point where, like, I mean, honestly, like, tier 7. Like, you hit that point at tier 7 where it's like trying to get into tier 8 or 9 sucks. Like I could be making tier 9 hovers soon, but I just can't afford them because they're so goddamn expensive. And I think I'm not even like actually grinding out some of the materials that I do need just because I'm not to that point yet. Daily missions can help with some of the pain, but it's still gonna take a while. Yeah. It's not too bad, honestly. Like, it really hasn't been that awful. It's just time consuming. Since they doubled resource drops on the, like, CPU buffing stuff, that's been nice. And they've improved drops on some stuff, if I remember correctly. Or was it cost on stuff? Really trying hard to sell premium. Yeah, but, like, you can't even buy it. So, like, man. What good does that do? We're going to sell people something they can't buy. Great job. Reduce the cost of movement parts. Okay, that's all it was. I mean, it still was enough to make a difference for me. I almost do kind of want to bring this over just a little bit more. Just so that I can have that nicely flow here. Whoop. We're gonna do it like this. We'll do this way. We'll go, there's that. But then we're gonna, whoop, nope. And then we're gonna do one of these things. We're just gonna go like this. Oops, there we go. Okay. Nice and easy. Oh, okay. Sick. Whew. Oh, you know what? I built that based off the wrong thing, didn't I? Because I built that based off the doorway, but not off of the height of where it should be. Because the doorway is at a raised height. I did this earlier, too. I keep making that mistake today. It's okay. We'll fix it. Because I looked over here and was like, why is that so different? Duh. I'm not using that as the base height for the tower. I'm using this side as the base height for the tower. That's okay. We'll kind of do one of these things. Just make it look like that's how that's supposed to be. No one will know. It's fine. Everything's cool. Okay. So this actually needs to be here. We can get the top bit in anyway. Maybe this and that. And we'll just call it right there. That'll be fine. Close enough. Okay, so then it's here. I guess I didn't need to break that, but anyway. We did. Okay, there we go. What is the, whoop. What's the block height of this block? 111, of course it is. Okay. Okay. Oh. Actually, I kind of do want to have it like that. So that's fine. Kind of trim this a little bit here. Okay, there we go. That'll work. That's off by 1. I fucked it up. That's okay. We can fix that easily. Oh wait, no, it needs to be that. Because it's gotta be, yeah, for that. There we go. Okay, that works. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, got it. So then, all right, that is the right height. Okay. Oop. We walked off the edge. Okay. That's another tower knocked out. Look at that. We got those two done. Now we got one more to go today. We're going to go over here and work on this one. What height are we at here? It's 118. Actually, this thing's going to be a little different, I think. This one I might save on. It's already the right height, though. So that's nice. Is it about parts being double the cost, actually closer to triple the cost from T9 to Tier 10? Oof. That's a pain. That's going to suck. Okay. So, this is 118 to 120. I feel like that's too high, though. Alright, we will hold off on this one. I'll come back to that. I'm going to come down here. There's like an isolated little tower down here. We're going to go do that one next. This little guy. We're going to work on this one. Alright, now what's the height on this one? We're at, well, what's a good, where's our entry going to be? Here? Is our entry? I don't like that. But alright. We're not going to do a quarter one. We're going to fix that. Okay, let's say that this level right here is the base height. So it's 115. Alright, 115 to 134. I think it's 5 blocks too short. Alright, cool. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Got it. Okay. And that is from here is our base layer, right? Or was that from here? No, that was from here is our base layer. It's 115. So we need to take this side. It's 119. Oh, would that be the next floor? 1, 2, 3 block. It would. Okay, perfect. So it's going to be one floor down and then all the other floors are up. Got it. Sick. Okay, that works out perfectly. Perfecto. Okay. Cool. Get rid of that. Don't need that picture right now. You sent me a picture, Mr. Dark Lord, of the costs of things. Okay. What do we got? 640 of those, 820, 640. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's a lot. That's going to be a grind. Yeah, I see these pics. That's the T9 Tier 10 Hoverblade combo. That's going to be a yep. We going to be grinding. We going to be grinding for sure. But that's okay. We'll just keep on keeping on. Okay. Oop. No, stop doing that. Okay. Now let's clean out this area. Get this cleaned up so that we're in the right height range. Can't have that there, can I? No, that's outside the... Okay. Let's get all this out of here. Okay. All right. That's looking good. let's get back out here to start building things up. Because that's going to be our final height. So this needs to come up to that, and then 1, 2, 3 more. Nope. Neat. Guess we'll just do this. Actually, it'll be fine. That way I can kind of section it off here. It is like, it is very cool in my room right now. It's not even listed as, it's not listed, it's not showing as being very cool, but in here, but it feels like it is. Okay, let's go grab the things we need for building the tower. We need diorite. We need that one. We need that one. We need that one. We need those. We need that. We need one of them. We need some of this. And a little bit of that. Okay. That one wasn't very good. Okay. So we're going to ditch that. We're going to go for the side entrance here. And ditch the end-on entrance. I don't like that. And we'll add a bit of a something here to kind of make it like a bit protected. We'll kind of do something like this. Just kind of, it's not going to stay like this. This is just the mock-up for where it might be. Let's go ahead and keep this area clean, actually, just for purposes. So when we get to detailing and stuff. My hands are cold today. Man, I feel like I'm just keep getting colder. I put on a jacket. I turned down the AC. I adjusted the AC so it's not blowing so much. Now it's cold in here. Still cold. I'm going to try it again. Alright, maybe that'll help. Just put on fan mode. I don't know why it feels so cool in here. I guess because it's the same temperature outside, so like nothing's really, like the heater's not on, AC's not on in the house. I have a separate one in my room to keep the temperature down because my computer generates a lot of heat, and also I have a giant bay window in my room, so it just kind of that sucks. It makes it really hot in here sometimes, like in the summer especially. Oh my god, it's way too hot. I'll be sitting here in the summertime, it'll be like, it'll be 100 something outside, like 110 or whatever, and then in my room it'll just be like, oh, it's 87 in here. It's like, that's barely cooler. What do you mean? It certainly doesn't feel any better, I can tell you that. Luckily though, I live in the kind of house, I live in an older house, so you can just like open a window and get some airflow. The house was built in the early 50s. So it's very convenient because a lot of the infrastructure here is not great, but the houses are built in a way that makes them shed heat really well. Oh, that was correct. Okay. Alright, let's get this tower knocked out so I can finish up for the day. My brain is suddenly not happy with me. Very much wants me to be done for the day, but we are not. Not yet. We got stuff to do. We gotta finish this tower. I gotta power through it. I've had a very, very long week. Mentally exhausting and physically, just physically not so much, but I'm just tired. I haven't been sleeping very much. It's probably what I'm gonna do when I'm done here. Just go to bed. But it's still gonna be a bit of time before that. At least an hour. Or really just however long it takes me to work on this tower. So I could, if I can knock it out faster, I can go lay down faster. But that's, I gotta get cranking. I wonder if animal services ever showed up. Earlier today I was going out to take care of some stuff. I come home and there's a dog I don't recognize sitting in my driveway. Looked like it had been not well taken care of. So I called up the local animal shelter. Well, local animal services who run the city shelter, and they have the scanner tools and stuff so they can see if the dog is chipped and find out who its owner is and get them back to him. So I have no idea who it is, and I can't really just take care of the dog and try and find their owner. So I went the let's call the people with the technology to do that route. I know they won't do anything bad to the dog, so it's not like a kill shelter or anything, so I'm not worried about that. It's not like I took somebody's pet and threw it in a bad place. I just was like, hey, can y'all, this person's dog is in my yard. I don't know who it belongs to. Just want to get it back to its owner. Y'all have the technology for that, so. And also, it looked like it had been injured, and I didn't really have the means to do anything about that right now, so. Throw it in the garbage. I'm not doing that. Dog deserves a chance to find its owners. But I mean, we can throw the owners in the garbage if they're just neglecting their dog like it looks like they had been. We can definitely throw them in the garbage. But the dog deserves a chance. Dog didn't do nothing. Just trying to exist. I feel bad for the poor pup. Just trying to be. And I decided my driveway was a safe place. It wasn't, just for the record, but that's okay. We'll get it back to its appropriate owner. I don't know if they ever showed up though, because I called them earlier today, and then I had to call them back before I streamed, or right before I started, because the dog was still here. Excuse me, the dog was still here, and nobody had showed up from animal services to deal with it. Yeah, exactly. We can get into a better situation than what it was in already, anyway. It had a doggy sweater on. Actually, it kind of looked like doggy pajamas, but they were torn up and shredded, and its fur was very matted. I was very concerned about the health of the animal. And also the fact that it was just wandering loose in the neighborhood. Very concerning. That the owners probably just don't even give a damn. That part sucks. Why do I hear a trader? Sir, why have you come all the way out here to try and bother me? There he is. Hey, buddy. What you doing there, bud? You good? Alright, see you later. Okay. Finish this up. Finish this up. Finish this up. And then I'll go check and see if the dog got dealt with. And then I'll go lay down. Get some sleep. Because I need it. Nothing personal, villager. I thought about trying to like push him off the edge, honestly. Just boop. But, you know, that seemed a little cruel and unusual, if you will. A little bit excessive. All right. All right. Okay, that's that one. We're down here. Okay, is that part done? Let's go. This is supposed to be the door. Oh wait, I don't want to do the full floors, that's right. Because I need room to work in here. I just wanted to mark them out. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Alright. Time for the central staircase scaffolding, which isn't scaffolding. We're just using these brick walls, and then we're going to take them back down as soon as we're done. Deep slate bricks. Oh, my eyes do not want to focus today either. It's really not helping. Okay. Take a long nap. I definitely am gonna, for sure. I feel like I need it. I mean, last night I slept for like 3-4 hours, and the night before I only slept for like 1 hour. So I'm definitely gonna pass out tonight. Trying to make sure I don't while I stream, because I wanna get this done. But yeah. Just gotta keep powering through it. Okay. Okay. Oop. I guess that doesn't matter. It's not gonna stay there. This actually needs to be closed up. Duh. They did tell me that I need to start on this side, so we're good. We're nearly done for the day. We just gotta finish this last tower. Oh, I need to stand up again. Okay. Okay. Trying to keep it together. Okay, we made it up to the top. All right. We'll break this back down. Just gotta power through it. Keep powering through it. Oh, you know what? I should have done the lanterns before I did this. I will go back up. I did actually. Stood up and slapped myself a couple times. Just, hey, idiot. You got stuff to do. Stab. Just gotta finish this last bit of the project. Or this tower for today. And then I can go nap. But I gotta work first. Then nap. Brain. And my brain's over there like, well, why? What do you gotta... Why would you have to do that first? Even though that's clearly the thing that would make the most sense. Okay, I did get that correct. Good. Oh, that's the center. We need that part. The rest of this can go. You know what? Let me just, I want to go back up top. Thank you. Break it down from the whoop. Okay, I guess we'll just fly up. That'll be, we'll just do it that way. That would have been faster anyway. I don't know why I was trying to walk up, but that's stupid. Let's fly, get it done. So we can get the hell out of here. Be nearing our time limit by the time I'm done with this anyway, so. Whoop. Shit. Oh, I nailed that. Alright, sweet. One last wall to take. Whoop. One last wall to take down. And I get to work on flooring. Need to retire for today. Making mistakes now. Bro, I make mistakes the whole time, okay? That's just how it goes. We're just gonna keep rolling. I'm nearly finished with this one for the day, so I just want to knock it out and be done with it so I can move on to other projects on other days. Okay. Did I not mark out all the floors? I did. Okay, it's on this side. There we go. It's like I thought I did, but I didn't see it because I just looked right at it and walked right past it. Nope. Okay. Cord, why are you caught in everything? Okay, no, I'm done. Okay, it'd help if I could feel my hands. That'd be good. Here we go. Okay, next tier. Go. Ooh. I broke that. Brain went, that's wrong, but it wasn't. It just brain being dumb. Okay, up a level. Did I leave a doorway? Okay, I did. For some reason, I thought I didn't leave a doorway on that one. Oops. Oh, good. Yeah, just break that. We don't need that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Did that on this floor too, right? Did I miss any? No? Got them all? We got them all, okay. Good. Oh, really fighting it off right now. It's hitting me even harder. It's not like I'm bored or anything. I'm just worn out, exhausted. My body has chosen right now. It's a good time to just go, hey buddy, it's sleep time. But that's just not a good idea right now. I gotta finish this. At least some of it. You're right, I am making a lot of mistakes. More than I normally do. I might call it after I get this interior done, just so that I can not keep messing everything up. You know, I'm gonna put the crown on too. Oh, I'll stop after that. And then I'll work on the base of the tower off stream later. Get everything sorted out for that. Because that's the complicated one, really. It's the base of the tower. Oh, I need to get those windows in first, right? Duh. Hit caps lock at some point. Okay. So. Let's do them this way. Whoops. This door. Okay, so then down here we gotta go. That's dirt. There's also dirt. Okay. Raise these, I guess. That's not where I want to break. I broke it and my brain just went, what'd you do that for? And that's the one we can't do anything. Which direction was I just going here? Going that way. Okay, so now I gotta go the other way. I gotta go this way. Okay, yeah, this way's done. So then brain, can you hold on to something for 3 seconds? Which direction does this face? Okay, I need to go this direction then. Good lord. Go this way. These. Okay, first off is that. Did I just immediately mess it up? Yeah, I need to go that way on the other one. Okay, great. Past my bedtime. It definitely feels like it, man. Shit. Lightning rod, put that down, put that down, I'm gonna do the upside down one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Stairs there. These stairs here. Stairs here. Stairs here. These ones. These ones. I really wanted to put the staircase there. There, thank you. Okay. Oh wait, this one needs its little sticky outy bit. Okay, so now we go. Oh, and then we need these center ones. All need their little thing. And then it's one of these things. Mech legs and wings work well together? That's surprising, because mech legs are supposed to be pretty tanky and heavy, right? Oh, come on. My accuracy is just not there. As long as the wings are at the front of the bot. That makes sense, yeah. Again. What am I missing? Oh, I forgot to. This one. That's what I'm missing. I forgot those. I was like, man, there's something in here that should be. Potential if you can protect the wings, hell yeah. That's solid. People found the wings on the front of your bot is better than having them both the front and the back. That makes sense. To me, anyway. You don't really need the... If you don't need a rear stabilizer or rudder, then like... You can, it gives you a lot more potential to build with. Okay. Oop, yep. lighting, lights, 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 light, light, light. Okay. And this whole situation down here, it's gonna be a thing. I need to pull up pictures again. Where'd that picture go? I just had it. Okay, there we go. Cool. One of these patterns is not hard. I don't really need anything special for that. Where does that start? It's right underneath that. Oh, also I need that. I need those stairs for under the windows. I'll do that part real quick. Fucking llama sounds. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, it starts right under the window. Got it. So it's right under the window. Turn to dirt, not a problem. Don't worry about that. Actually, no, we need to cover that up. At least like that. I'm not liking how that looks yet, so let's keep working it. I'll bring it down a little more. All right, that's better. It's a little more natural now. Okay, that's good. And let's throw some of that down. Just throw it like that. That's good. Okay. And what's the height on that? That's 115. So this one's gonna need the same treatment. So we're gonna come over here and then we'll do this and that. And we need guess in this case I can't actually run the grass block right there. We'll just do that. That'll be fine. Okay. Now let's get started on these corners. So it's, what is it? 2 above the window? They're the same height as the window. Top of the, I keep calling it a window. It's really like an arrow slit, but anyway. Okay. Okay, that works. We gotta do the same thing over here. Except here we can actually like put more of the thing in. Trim this all the way back because I need stair here too, so we'll just do it like that. That'll be fine. Okay. Yeah. I hear you, llama. I feel it. Okay. This side's probably not low enough to do anything. Nope, sure isn't. So we're just gonna leave that side alone. Okay, I got the whole thing knocked out. That was rough. I'm fighting it over here. But we did it. We got all 3 towers in that I wanted to do today. Well, technically we got 3 towers in, but I actually was planning on doing that one, but I'm holding off until I work on that section of the fortress, which will be during next week. We'll get these towers knocked out, these last ones over there, and then work on that section. Okay, time for me to go take a nap. My name is The Wicked Bird. You can find me here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time US. You can also find my VODs on my YouTube channel at The Wicked Bird. Please press all the buttons, like, subscribe, follow, hit all the things. Check out Chill Hop down below in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.